Hey everyone, welcome to the very first episode of YZU Insider, real talk on student life. I'm your host Phillips, and today we're diving into what it's really like to navigate the international student journey at Yuan Ze University. If you're listening, you're probably either already at YZU, or more likely you're staring at an application wondering, what is it actually like there? Today, we're moving past the brochures. We've got Dan in the studio, the virtual studio. He's a second-year student who traveled all the way from Naryn, Kyrgyzstan to study here in Taiwan.
Hi everyone.
Dan, thanks for jumping on.
My name is Dan, and I'm a second-year student at Yuan Ze University. I'm from Naryn, a city in Kyrgyzstan. I came to Taiwan to study and experience a new culture, and so far it's been a really interesting journey.
I feel that. Okay, let's go back to day one. Most people are nervous, but did you have any, let's say, clumsy moments when you first arrived at YZU?
Oh yes, actually my first experience at YZU was pretty funny. During one of my first days, I had a Chinese class scheduled in Building 3, but when I checked the university app, I didn't really pay attention to the details, and I confused Building 3 with Building 1. So I went to Building 1 instead. But that wasn't the only mistake. I also confused the classroom number with the floor number. Because of that, I ended up going all the way to the 5th floor of the building. When I got there, I immediately noticed something strange. The floor looked completely different from the other floors I had seen before. There were no classrooms at all, only offices for professors and department staff. At first, I thought maybe the class was in a special room or something. I even walked toward one of the doors and was about to enter. But then I decided to double-check the information in the app.
Oh no. Did you walk into an office?
That's when I realized everything was wrong. I was in the wrong building and also on the wrong floor. If I hadn't checked the app again, I probably would have walked into a professor's office or a meeting room and gotten scolded. So I quickly left the building and rushed to the correct one. It was a little embarrassing, but it was also kind of funny. It was my first lesson about paying attention to the schedule and the campus map.
Hey, at least you got your cardio in. Note to listeners, trust the app, but maybe read it twice. So, besides the geography issues, how was the actual transition to the work? I know YZU doesn't exactly go easy on the academics.
For me, the hardest part was definitely the math classes during my first semester. To be honest, I've never really liked math very much. But at university, the math courses are much more advanced than what I studied before. So suddenly I had to deal with more difficult concepts and a faster pace in class. At the beginning, it felt really overwhelming. I had to spend a lot more time reviewing the material and practicing problems. Another challenge was adapting to university life itself. In my country, the education system is more structured. Usually, the schedule is already planned for you, and you don't have to make many decisions about classes. But here at Yuan Ze University, students choose their own courses and create their own schedules. At first, that felt a bit confusing because I wasn't used to that kind of freedom.
It's a lot of power, right? Maybe too much power?
I had to learn how to manage my time, how to plan my semester, and how to balance classes with studying and other activities. It took some time, but eventually I got used to it. Now, I actually like this system because it allows you to explore different subjects and organize your time the way that works best for you.
It's not all textbooks though. I heard you did something pretty cool in Taipei recently.
One of the most memorable experiences for me was a project where we had to guide Japanese students around Taipei. Basically, we acted like local guides and showed them interesting places in the city. During the project, we communicated with them in English, so it was also a good opportunity to practice language skills.
That's awesome. Were you nervous about being the expert on a city you're still learning?
What made the experience special was meeting students from another country and learning about their culture. I could see how they behaved, how they interacted with people, and how their student life might be different from mine. It really broadened my perspective because I realized how diverse the international student community can be. Even though we were from different countries, we could still connect and enjoy the experience together. At the end of the project, they even gave us some small gifts as a thank you. That was really nice and made the experience even more memorable.
It's those small connections that stick with you. I love that. Alright, we've got time for 2 quick questions from our DMs. First one, is it actually easy to make friends as an international student, or is it kind of lonely?
From my experience, yes, it's quite possible. In the beginning, it might feel a little intimidating because everything is new, but many students at YZU are friendly and open to meeting new people. Group projects, classes, and campus events are good opportunities to meet classmates. Also, if you join clubs or activities, it becomes even easier to make friends. As an international student, you will also meet people from many different countries, so the environment is very multicultural.
Good tip. Last one, what's your hands-on piece of advice for a freshman?
My advice would be to stay curious and be open to new experiences. Try different classes, talk to people from different cultures, and explore Taiwan. Also, don't be afraid if things feel difficult at the beginning, whether it's language, classes, or adapting to a new system. It gets easier over time. And one more practical tip, always double check your classroom location so you don't end up in the wrong building like I did.
Words of wisdom right there. Dan, thanks so much for being so open today. I think you definitely calmed some nerves for our listeners.
Thank you for inviting me. It was great to talk about my experiences. Yes, if you are considering studying at Yuan Ze University, I'd say go for it. It's a great place to learn, meet people from around the world, and experience a new culture. There may be challenges at first, but those challenges help you grow, and along the way, you'll create a lot of memorable experiences.
You heard him. Thanks for tuning in to YZU Insider. I'm Phillips, and whether you're coming for the engineering, the business, or just the experience you're in for an adventure, catch you in the next episode